Can Daddy cook?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, America. Check this out. Y'all notice something different? Daddy a little skinnier. Yeah, we still been doing that. Myself and my wife Kim. We still walk our 6 miles every day, trying to be a little bit more healthy. This ain't helping. Anyway, so it's more progress, y'all. Tell me what you think. I think I'm getting there. It's coming along. Still got a little more to go. All right, guys. Now you saw the title. This is gonna be a whole experimental thing. I'll explain that in a second. I'm gonna do some shout outs. First of all, shout out to Stuart Harrison. All right, remember him? He's the one who won the 1,500 subscriber drawing. He sent me a comment, and I want to read this to you guys. He says, "Thanks everyone for all the congratulations. I got the gift card today." Actually, this was 13 hours ago. I was racking my brain trying to figure out what I was going to use it for, and I decided to buy my daughter her first bike. The smile she had on her face when I brought it home was priceless. Thanks, Phil, for the great contest and helping me create a beautiful memory with my baby girl. Isn't that great? That just makes you feel good. I responded, this is what I said. "Thank you for letting me know and for doing something for your daughter. I know something about daughters. LOL, you're very welcome, my friend." All right, guys, so contest is over. We got the prize, and it turned out wonderful. I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you for that, Stuart. All right, now, another shout out to Ballistic Barbecue. All right, he finished up his contest and announced the winners. The Ballistic Barbecue Video Grilling Contest. All right, the winners, first, second, and third place, are those guys. All right, first place was Big Meat Sunday. This guy's got a lot of skill. You guys might want to check him out. All right, second place, a YouTube friend of mine, I'll say, is Man Cave Meals. All right, I pick up a lot of techniques from him, and he's also a great channel. You guys might want to check into that one. And the last one is Smoky Ribs. Once again, another person that does a lot of good stuff, and we kind of talk back and forth every now and then. We compliment each other on stuff like that. All right, guys. So check those 3 pages out, those 3 channels out. Once again, Big Meat Sunday, Man Cave Meals, and Smoky Ribs. Congratulations, you guys, first, second, and third place winners. Now, I didn't even place. They hurt my feelings. There were some great sandwiches, y'all. Great sandwiches. So since I didn't win the contest, I only got one thing left for me to do. And that's for me to enter Man Cave Meals contest, because he's got one. Once again, Man Cave Meals, shout out. He's doing a summer burger blast contest. All right, and so far there's 2 great entries. I might throw my hat in the ring again. If at first you don't succeed, get mad and chase people down. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to doing that one for the Man Cave. Okay, guys. Now, let's get to my supporting cast. My supporting cast for this Daddy's Roast Pork and Apples. All right, that's just what I called it. All right, I'm going to be smoking. Did I say roast? I meant to say smoke. And I'm gonna be smoking this pork loin center rib roast. All right. Now, what this is, and I might give y'all a look at it after I prep it. This is pretty much the loin, and on the back side are the baby back ribs. They're still attached. All right. Now, you can either cut it crossways along the ribs and get pork chops with the bone on, or you can separate the baby backs, eat them separate, and then have a boneless loin and cut that up into slices. However you want to do it. Okay. Now, I'm just throwing flavors together in my brain that I think are gonna work, and here they are. For my rub, or for my seasoning, I'm gonna slather the whole thing down with extra virgin olive oil after I wash it and take the membrane off the back, okay, because they are ribs. Okay, I'm gonna use some onion powder, mixed with some garlic powder, mixed with some kosher salt, mixed with some fresh cracked black pepper, mixed with some thyme flakes now, and some paprika. All of this, minus the thyme, I'm gonna mix together and put it in my handy dandy shaker like this and shake it all over the meat. And then I'm gonna hit it after that with the thyme flakes, because these little long skinny thingies ain't gonna fit through this hole. So I'm gonna do that individually. All right, with me on that one, guys? Now that's gonna be pretty much my rub, and then I'm gonna smoke it out back on a UDS, the military meat maker, with lump charcoal, and also I'm gonna use some apple wood. In my brain, that's gonna be fantastic. I'll probably have to cook this for about 3-4 hours. I'm gonna cook it to temperature about 160, then I'll pull it and then let residual heat take it to 165. I'll work that piece out. Now, as I let this smoke periodically, I'm gonna hit it with a glaze. And once again, I just think this is gonna work. I'm gonna use some maple syrup mixed with soy sauce and some red pepper flakes. All right, that's gonna be my sweet, my salty, and my heat. I think it's gonna work. I'll let you find out as we do it. All right, guys, now to go along with that, you ever hear of pork chops and applesauce? Remember that Brady Bunch thing? Pork chops and applesauce. People about my age know what I'm talking about, okay? Well, I got a bunch of apples, all right, a couple different types. I'm gonna quarter these and core them, okay? I might cut them in an eighth, I'm not sure yet. Then I'm gonna hit them with some nutmeg to taste, some ground cinnamon to taste. I'm gonna throw in a couple pats of butter, okay? I'm gonna put in the juice of a whole lemon and a half a cup or so, or a couple handfuls of dark brown sugar. Mix it all together, and I'm gonna put it in a pan, and I'm gonna put that on the smoker too, right next to the roast. We'll find out what's gonna happen. In my brain, I think they're gonna get soft and flavorful, and then we can mush them up or cut them up and make me some applesauce or apple chunks or something. But anyway, that's what the plan is, y'all. Let me get my prep work done, and we'll continue on with this process. I'll be back. Hey, America, now we're back. I want you to get a look at this. I said I wasn't gonna show you, but I'm gonna show you. This is the roast, all right? You see that's the loin, and these ribs right here are pretty much baby backs that have not been removed. Isn't that a beautiful cut of meat right there, yo? Okay, now if you look at the ribs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you cut between the ribs, you will have 5 pretty much 1 inch or so pork chops, nice chops. Problem is, there's 6 people in my family, okay? So what I'm going to do later on, if I don't forget, is going to, rather than cut 5 pork chops and have to portion off a piece for somebody, not gonna do that. I'm going to remove these bones completely after it's cooked, and then I can cut this into 6 even spaces for everybody. I'm a genius. All right, guys, now, speaking of ribs, I wanna treat this piece just like you do baby back ribs or spare ribs or any other beef ribs, any other kind of ribs, guys. Use a butter knife or the back of a spoon, okay? And I already did this, but you loosen up one edge of the membrane, all right, just like you do for ribs. You can check any of my rib videos, I do the same thing. All right, use a paper towel, grab hold of that membrane, and then just pull it right off like that. All right, this plasticky membrane here, one, it's not pleasing to my tongue and my mouth, so I don't eat it. And also, it's plasticky. Your marinade or seasonings or whatever will not penetrate this. So take it off, and you'll be good to go. All right, it's not mandatory. Some people just score it. I just take it off altogether. Your call. Okay, guys. Now, this is also has been washed already. Always wash any cut of meat, guys, that you have that has bone in it. And I'll tell you why. Think about it. At the butcher shop, they use these band saws, or they use a hacksaw or whatever. Whenever you use a saw, guys, it's gonna go through that bone and leave bone dust. And you don't wanna be eating that stuff, little bone fragments of bone. Wash that off just to make sure that you got a clean piece of meat to work with. All right, guys, let me get my, the next time you see this piece of meat, it's gonna be already rubbed down and seasoned. After I put my rub together, I'll let you see that. And I will already have had my glaze together and put it together and give it a taste. Because in my brain, like I said, I think this is gonna work. So I'll be right back. Hey, America, we're back. Now, take a look at this beautiful thing. Let's get this out of the way. See that? Even lightly coated all the way around. And that it smells great. Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna work out. Say that again? Mm-hmm. I love it, she does that. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit long enough for my smoker to come up to temperature. I'm just gonna let it sit there and marinate and sit in those flavors. I think it's gonna work. Now this here surprised me. This right here. What I used was a half a cup of maple syrup, butter maple, had some butter in it too. a quarter cup of soy sauce, and about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of red pepper flakes. At first I went quarter cup, and it tastes a little bit strong, so I added another quarter cup of maple syrup. And this is surprisingly interesting. So good flavor to it, sweet, heat, salty. So that's gonna be my glaze. We'll see how this works out together. All right, guys. So next time you see me, I have my my smoker up to temperature, and I'll be placing this on the smoker to let it start with my probes from the Maverick, and then I'll come back, I'll prepare my apples that you guys see that stuff, and then I'm gonna put them on the grill to accompany my roast. All right, guys. All right, we're back. Let's talk temperature real quick, fam. I got the smoker already lit. It spiked to 270, obviously, because I was lighting it and had it open, but it's starting to settle down. I'm at, can you see that, baby? All right, I'm at a 235, and it's starting to settle down now, which is good. After you adjust your vents and your fire and all that stuff, you gotta give it about 15, 20 minutes for the temperature to level out. Okay, so that's the first thing. My grill, my smoker is right where I want it to be, pretty much. Now, here's my probe for my Maverick, the other probe. One probe is for the smoker, so I get the temperature, but up here displays the temperature of my meat. That's this probe here. Okay, notice the placement. I have it dead center of the loin. It's about this long, so it's pretty much dead center this way and dead center in. Okay, it's not by the bones, and it's not in a fat deposit. Fat gets hot real fast, and bone will give you a false read, so it needs to be in the big chunk of the meat. All right, guys. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go outside, put this on the smoker. I'm not gonna let you see that piece because you know what that looks like. I will have you go outside with me and take a look at it after I get everything on the grill. So let me get this placed, and then I'll be right back and I'll start prepping these out. Hey, America, we're back. The roast has been on for about 30 minutes. My meat is at 52 degrees. And what does that say as far as the grill, baby?
237?
237, that's where I'm at, all right? I just didn't want to turn around and look, but I just turned around and looked. Anyway, guys, so that's it. That's still got a ways to go. Now, these are my apples. I've already prepped all but two. I'm going to show you how I did that. If you saw my apple cobbler video, I'm going to do it the same way. Go back and take a look at that one. That's one of the few desserts that I've done at this point. All right, guys, I want to talk about these knives. I'm not going to talk about the different types of knives. I'm talking about knife skills. All right, guys. Those of you that are just starting out cooking or want to say, ooh, Sneaky, you inspire me, I'm better in the kitchen, all that stuff, learn how to use your knife. All right, I take a lot of pride in that. I'm not a chef or nothing, but I know I'm comfortable around my knives, all right? For a couple of reasons. One, you can save a lot of money, okay? A whole chicken you cut up yourself is cheaper than buying a chicken already cut up, okay? Buying you a big cut of meat, being able to carve it yourself, and the smaller cuts of meat is cheaper than buying the small cuts of meat, okay? The package of mushrooms already chopped up, look at the price of that, and look at the price of the unchopped mushrooms, and you can just bring them home and chop them up yourself, all right, guys? But what you need for knife skills is a sharp knife. All right, now, some people use one of those steel. I have one. I'm not that comfortable with that. I didn't say I wasn't comfortable with a knife. I just ain't comfortable with the steel. I ain't trying to lose no. So I got a sharpener, okay? The most dangerous thing in your kitchen, other than a pissed off woman with some grits, some of y'all know what that means, is a dull knife. You will cut yourself faster with a dull knife than you will with a sharp knife. All right, guys, just remember that. Okay, now, I'm gonna show you how I prep these two apples. I'm gonna probably go on fast motion. So, in the words of Paper Cut 777, I love this guy, friend of mine, YouTube friend of mine from Canada. Y'all need to look him up. There you go, that's his shout out. In his words, pay attention. All right, guys. I'm gonna talk you through this one. I'm gonna cut this one into eighths, and then the second apple is gonna go on fast motion. All right, guys, you notice I'm cutting on the flesh side of the apple, not the skin side of the apple. The skin side's slippery, all right, guys, so you don't wanna do that. All right, cut into eighths, and I turn all my apples this way. This is the fastest way that I've come up with being able to core an apple. Maybe you guys have your own technique, and then I just take out the core like so. Is my arm in the way, baby?
No.
Can they see that?
Well, yeah, now they can see.
Alright, nice. That's the way I do it, America. And the rest of the world. Now, if you're still uncomfortable with using your knife, guys, 1, practice, and 2, get some adult supervision. Alright, guys, see how quick that was? Short, sweet, and neat. This one's gonna go fast motion, so I'll shut up right now. That wasn't too hard, was it, America? That wasn't too hard, was it? Not at all. Nice. Now, I am going to season these with the juice of a lemon. Now, when I did my cobbler video, I added lemon juice after every time I cut up an apple because I didn't want my apples to turn brown. I don't care. You know why? Because I'm about to add a bunch of brown stuff to it. All right, so anyway, this is for flavor, not for brownness. Flavor, not for brownness. You know what I'm saying? I got my hand underneath here to keep from dropping seeds in there. All right, guys, you got that, America? Another thing I did was I rolled my lemon on the counter to soften it up before I even started squeezing it. That softens it up and you get more juice out of it. Make sense, America? Nice. Now the next thing I'm gonna add, let's get this out of here, is some nutmeg to taste. That smells so good. A little bit of nutmeg. I don't know, half a teaspoon, something like that. That really enhances apples. Some ground cinnamon. I'll say maybe a tablespoon or so. Okay. And put some brown sugar in this bad boy. Open sesame. Cut out like that. All right. How much is that going to be? That's about half a cup. 2. I'll say a cup to 2. Cup and a half to 2 of brown sugar. All right, guys. I'm gonna stir this all together. Just a stir, just like that. Now this is gonna develop its own syrup, and hopefully they're gonna cook all the way through. So they're really soft and tender on the smoker. To be honest, I don't know what's gonna happen. I've never done this before. All right, guys. So anyway, camera shot. I ain't picking that one up. All right, now that's what we got right now. America, take a quick look, see at this. Okay. I'm going to transfer this into the other pan, throw some butter on top. I'll let you see it in a second. Be right back. All right, America, we're outside, obviously. Here's my beautiful yard, and this is the military meat maker. All right, guys, right now I'm holding the temperature with my Maverick. The meat is at 63 degrees, and my grill, my smoker is holding at 241, which is fantastic. Now, I'm gonna do 2 things at once. One, I'm gonna let you see what my roast looks like. It's only been on for not quite an hour, and then I'm gonna place my apples, which look, oh, hold on, wait, which look glorious. How's that look to you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it, you see that. All right, now, let me put this on, let me get this taken off. There you go, America. Can they see that, baby? It's only been on for an hour. I don't want to take the top off for too long because I don't want my temperature to flare. And I'm gonna put this right there. With my temperature probe. That is Pyrex, by the way, guys. Don't be sticking a regular glass dish inside of your smoker. It needs to be heat proof. There you go. One more quick look, see? Take a look. How's that look, babe? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. I'm going to let this continue to go. Once again, I'm cooking the temperature. I'm not cooking the time. So once this gets to about 160 degrees for my internal temperature for my meat, no matter how long that takes, 2, 3, 4 hours, that's how long I'm gonna let the apples stay in there. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, so we'll be checking periodically. In about another hour, I'll start glazing, so I'll be right back. Hey, America, we're here. It's been about 2 hours since I put the pork roast on the smoker, about an hour and a half-ish for the apples. Haven't looked at it yet. I'm sitting at 257 on my smoker, and I'm looking at 124 my internal meat temperature. Okay, guys. So now we're gonna take a look see. This is gonna be a surprise, and then we're gonna also baste with the glaze that I made. All right, guys. So let's take a quick look see. Wow, look at that. Get in there, baby. All right, the apples are bubbling away. I think I'm gonna rotate my pan around, and that's what my roast looks like. Look good, baby? All right, now this is the glaze. Just gonna glaze over the meat. Once again, guys, this was the maple syrup, soy sauce, red pepper.
Smells good.
Y'all can see that I'm blotting and not brushing because I don't want to knock my seasons off. And that, my dear, is all we need. Look good?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna rotate that panel in. You know what? That's just my Maverick. Check this out, guys. That's my Maverick. I got it set so if my temperature goes below 200, I get an alarm. Or if it goes over 275, I get an alarm. So that's gonna stop once I close my top back up, my temperature comes back. Turn this around. Move my back toward you. Okay, I'm gonna come out here and give this a stir in a little while. You guys won't see that. And that's it, guys. That's all I wanted you to see. That looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Back up. I'm gonna come out and give these apples a stir. And that's where we are right now. All right, guys. So stick with me. We'll be back soon. Okay, America, we're back. It's only been about 3.5 hours. I'm at a internal temperature for the meat at 160 degrees, and my grill has been holding about 225. That's where I'm at right now. So we're gonna take a look at it, then we're gonna pull it, and then I'm gonna take it inside, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do because I'm gonna let it rest for a while, so some residual heat to get to 165-ish. All right, guys. But wow, look at that. Is that not glorious?
Glorious.
All right, America, I'm just gonna pull this bad boy, and I'm going to take it in the hat. If I can do it without dropping this old fracky. Like they say, first I'm gonna get my probe out. Probe. Hot probe. Ooh, a little bit of hot probe. Vehicle. All right, now let's get this bad boy out. Look at that. Now I'm gonna close this up. I'll come out and finish this up here in a second. I want to let you see that.
Glorious.
I know, right? Now let's take it in the house. And we'll finish this bad boy up. I'll be right back. That's what this looks like. It's beautiful.
Glorious.
Now what I'm gonna do is while it's still hot, very hot, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit it with the glaze one more time. And I'm gonna wrap it and I'm gonna let it rest for, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes so all the juices can stop moving around and they can settle and get reincorporated. Because if I cut it while it's hot, all the juices will run right out of it and I'm gonna instantly have me a dry piece of pork. And I do not want that. Oh, that smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
That was a double. All right. There you go, America. that rest. Just like that. For a few minutes. All right, guys, now while I have your attention, I'm gonna show you something else that you haven't seen. Be right back. There it is. Check this out. Now I pulled these apples when they were in for an hour and a half. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, what I was gonna do is I was gonna scoop the apples out and I was gonna put them in the Vitamix and blend them up and make an applesauce. But I'm not doing that now. Because we tasted these bad boys and they're great. We're just gonna have them on the side. All right, guys, we'll be back after this is rested. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna carve it up, and then we're gonna go straight into taste testing. I'll be right back. All right, America, we're back. Okay, now what I did was I separated the ribs from the rest of the loin already because I've never done it before and I didn't want to screw it up on camera. All right, so these here are the baby backs, which I have separated from the rest of this loin. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a slice because I need to divide this up into 6 pieces for my family. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut one off so that you can get a look at it, and then we're going to pause and I'm gonna do a taste test on the ribs, just to let you know what it tastes like. And then once my girls come home, the reason I'm doing this, I forgot to mention, I'm videoing this solo because my girls went with my wife. They'll be back shortly. All right, so there's the ribs. Let me try to cut off a slice of this right here. Very sharp knife, guys. Very sharp knife. Nice. Look at that. How nice and juicy that is. You see the juice coming out of there? I hope you can see it. Wow. Cooked all the way through. All right, guys. Now, what I'm going to do, hopefully you can see me when I do this. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue to carve this until I get my 6 even portions, or best I can, and then I'll show you that, and then we're gonna pause, and then I'm gonna come back and do a taste test on these ribs. All right, guys? So I'll be right back. All right, America, we're back. I'm going to taste this. This is just one of the ribs. I'm gonna taste this, tell you what I think, and then when, obviously, like I said, when my girls get back, we're gonna plate up. I'm gonna let one of them do a taste test for you. Or maybe Kim, maybe my wife. I doubt it, but maybe. Anyway, here we go. You got a nice little smoke ring on here too. Anyway. You see that clean bite? Come right on off the bone. Tender. Obviously, I got the smoke from the applewood. The maple syrup and the soy sauce glazed with the red pepper flakes is great. I'm gonna take one more bite and try to talk. America, that is fantastic. Hey, America, look, we're back. All my girls are back now. Now, I was trying to get a taste test done by one of the girls. Tay was upstairs. My camera woman, she's going in pajamas. Y'all don't need to see all that. And the other girls came in. The good thing is they fed Kim. They fed my wife. And then they fed themselves. I'm upstairs taking care of some business, and I come back down trying to do a taste test. And everybody ate. So I got to do this myself, all right, y'all? But they can help me with the description. First thing I'm going to do is try these apples. Try to do justice by describing them. All right? Wow. Okay. They still got a little bite to them. They're soft but not mushy. You can taste the tartness of the apple, but the sweetness of the syrup that was made with the brown sugar and the other ingredients, cinnamon and all that, which is fantastic. But you also get the smokiness. You get the smokiness, girl.
Yes.
If you can imagine, America, a tart, sweet, smoky apple pie without the crust, boom, that's it. It's amazing.
I was gonna say apple cinnamon tart thing, so something like that.
Okay.
Close enough. You know.
Now I'm gonna try. That is good. That is definitely gonna do again. All right, this pork chop is tender, y'all. It's juicy. You can see the little bit of that smoke ring right there. Y'all see that?
Hold it, let me get it in
A little
there.
bit of the smoke ring right there. Anyway, let me try to get me a bite of this and see if I can explain. Okay. You get the smokiness all through it. They cook for a while. Oh my goodness, the apple smoke is good. It's tender, flavorful,
Juicy.
and juicy, but the maple syrup and soy sauce thingy, the glaze, that works.
It worked?
That really works. That's nice. America, this is definitely a do-over. This is one that you guys need to try. And wow, I'll definitely be doing this once again, guys. Anyway, that's my taste test. Find yourself a recipe, do the math, figure it out, and in my case, come up with something in your brain that you think is gonna work and try it. My girls call me,
Daddy.
and I cook. Peace. Can Daddy cook?